Hey guys, it's Tessa from Tessa's Disney Paradise here, and I'm doing the Disney Tag Challenge, which is where I answer 45 questions. I thought with all my other previous videos being room tours and what I pack for Disney, you'd like to know a little bit more about me instead of what I do and what I live in when I'm at Disney. So here we go. Number 1. Favorite Disney movie. My favorite Disney movie would have to be Monsters, Inc. or Pete's Dragon. Both of them hold a very special place in my heart, and if it's not one of those two, it would be the original Mary Poppins, which I've seen over 100 times from just sitting through the first 20 minutes and falling asleep when I was younger. Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I have never been to Disneyland, sadly. I'm looking forward to going when I'm a little bit older. I'm currently only 19, so it would be Walt Disney World. My favorite characters would be Boo and Rapunzel, and if I couldn't choose those two, it would be Mary Poppins. First movie in theaters. My first ever Disney movie in theaters was Monsters, Inc. I was 2 years old at the time, so pretty much the same age as the character Boo. And that movie will forever hold a special place in my heart as being not only my first ever Disney movie that I sat all the way through, but being the first ever movie I saw in theaters. What do I collect the most of for Disney merchandise? Pins. I own lots and lots of pins. I also have a cork board that's over my bed filled with pins, as well as another one that's been specifically made that has a laser image of Boo in her little monster costume in it. I have hundreds and hundreds of pins. I've been collecting pins since the first time I went down to Disney, so I will forever be collecting them. My favorite song. You're making me choose my favorite Disney song. That's, like, not possible. But if I had to go with a specific one that I sing quite often, it would be Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. Mainly because I know both of those songs by heart. Who doesn't know most of those Disney songs by heart? But I've known Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious since I was probably about 5 years old. Alright guys, I ended up having to not only charge my camera, but switch the SD cards on it. So there was this whole thing and it just took forever. So I'm going to continue from the question that I last left off on, and then I'm going to try and get all the way through. So here we go. 24. When did I first discover the magic? It's kind of always been in my life since I was a baby. I have 2 older siblings who watched Disney movies, who had been to Disney before I was born, and it's just always been there. And it's always been a part of my life, which I'm extremely thankful for. Which attraction do you hit first? That depends on where you go in the park. In Magic Kingdom, it would probably be Jungle Cruise. Animal Kingdom, it's Kilimanjaro Safaris, or it's Everest. In Epcot, it's Spaceship Earth or Test Track, and it would be either Tower of Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster. Iconic Disney moment in a Disney movie. The Tangled Lantern scene. It's just so gorgeous. It's breathtaking. I love it. And anything like that, like the Firefly scene in The Good Dinosaur, any of those. They're absolutely breathtaking. I love them. I would absolutely love for whoever I end up being with in life to also share this love of Disney movies with me. Saddest moment. Tadashi's death, or Hero having to let go of Baymax, or even Bambi's mother's death, which is extremely sad even though it's not shown on screen, because it's not shown on screen. Best kiss. That's a hard one. I'd have to say Ariel and Eric, even though Ariel is not my favorite princess. I really like how they interact with each other. It's super cute. I really like it. As I've said twice. If I could visit any world in a Disney movie, which one would it be? That's hard. Tangled maybe, but I'd really like to go into one that has like superpowers and I could be someone with superpowers. I really like Marvel and superheroes in general, so I'd say Tangled unless I could be in Monsters, Inc. and visit the monster world and not be a part of it because I wouldn't want to be a monster. That'd be weird. Favorite villain? Ooh, I like Mother Gothel. My mom and I like to say I love you more, and I love you most to each other. But we also just like Maleficent from the original. We love the villains. That's why we do the Halloween party. I like Lotso. I like Oogie Boogie. He's probably one of the best. Best sidekick. Ooh, I love Pascal, but I also love Pua. So Pascal and Pua are probably the best sidekicks. They are adorable. Party off of any movie. If I could have a party based off of any movie, which would it be? Tangled. Lantern scene. If I can't do that, then I'd want to do a ball. But I don't know what ball, because, I mean, I love the Cinderella floofy dress, but, like, I'm not gonna dance to classical music. So, depends how I'm feeling. Are you the only one obsessed in your family with Disney? No. As I've stated, my mom and I are really obsessed. We know everything. My brother loves Disney as well. Definitely not as much as me, but he comes pretty close. My dad really likes Disney, and then my oldest brother, I'd probably say he's not likes Disney. He's not obsessed with it. Lemire, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, or Chip? Chip. Forever Chip. He's just adorable. An adorable little kid. And as I've said before, I work with kids, and I love them. Favorite princess or prince? Ooh, I'll do one of each, even though I can't pick a favorite. I'll try to do two of each, actually. I'll do Giselle and Rapunzel because I feel really connected to them. And then I love Flynn Rider and I love Kristoff because they're just, like, chill. New plot of a Disney movie. Ooh, if I could pick a plot of a Disney movie. I mean, I had one for Frozen 2 where Anna has fire powers, but, like, that's not a new plot. Because in the beginning of Frozen, they go, we need to remove all magic, even memories. So if I had to pick a new plot, I don't know, it would probably be a princess who doesn't want to be a princess. Even though I know we've seen that a few times. Like, just completely doesn't want to be a princess and ends up giving it to a sibling or something. And ends up being able to do what she wants. Favorite hotel? Ooh, my favorite hotel. I love Animal Kingdom Lodge. Just being able to wake up and see the animals in the Savannah View room that we've seen before, that we've been in before, is absolutely breathtaking. Although it's really far away from everything, which is really sad, so if I had to pick another one, I'd pick Art of Animation or French Quarter. Or Riverside, either one of those. What movie do I watch when I'm sad? Ooh, that's hard. I just throw on any Disney movie, really. A lot of the time I just have to go through Netflix or Hulu to put it on, mainly Netflix. Any one of the ones that I own. Tinkerbell movies, I love. Monsters, Inc. Anything with music in it gets me really pumped up because I like to sing along to it, so... Aladdin or Frozen? Aladdin. Sorry, Frozen. I love your music, but Aladdin is my dad's favorite, so we watched it a lot growing up. Frozen is great. I love Frozen, but Aladdin is just that place in my heart where I'll always think of my dad. Plan on a Disney honeymoon? Yes. Actually, I'm not married. I'm not dating. I've never had a boyfriend, but I'd love to have a wedding at Disney and a honeymoon. Not necessarily in the parks for my wedding, but maybe at one of the hotels would be absolutely amazing. I'd love that, but it all depends on who I marry. Clothing or accessories? Favorite Disney clothing? Ooh, that's tough. Obviously, ears. My shirt, which says everything is satisfactual, and I'll link where I got that down there. And I own about 5 of these, which are Cakeworthy flannels from the site Cakeworthy, and they all have quotes on the back. And I don't want to show you my chair because it's a mess, and I have a blanket on. But this one says, I want a castle, and I have like 3 others that are Disney, and one of them is Harry Potter. So one of them, or 4 others that are Disney, I think. I want a castle, which is this one. It's all just a bunch of hocus pocus. Second star to the right, and diamond in the rough. So I have 4 Disney and 1 Harry Potter. So there's those, and I love those. I wear anything Disney, like half of my wardrobe is Disney, most of my purses are Disney as well. I don't really have too much jewelry that's Disney. I do have a necklace that's rose gold, that's second star to the right, that I absolutely love. So there's that. 42. Wish to add to parks. Oh, if I could make a ride, which I've seen this online before too, but I've always thought about this, is a Tangled dark ride, like Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World, where you're on the gondolas. And it takes you through the movie, but you also just get to experience the Tangled lantern scene, much like the old Snow White ride, Snow White's Scary Adventures, where you were the character. So you get to just go through the lantern scene, and you don't see Rapunzel or Flynn in a boat, you just get to experience it for yourself. I'd also love a Monsters, Inc. ride with Boo in it in WDW, seeing as though I've never been to Disneyland, and it's tough because it's 6 hours out. My parents don't want to spend that much money to go to Disneyland for like 3 days, 4 days, to get all the rides done and all that and experience it if we're only going to be out there for so long, and a 6-hour flight is really hard on both my parents. So maybe when I'm a little bit older we'll all be able to go. We've been looking to do a train ride instead. Mickey or Donald? Ooh, that's tough. Mickey is like the second OG because Oswald, but Donald's a little butt wiggle when he gets happy is adorable, especially at the parks when he just goes ooh, and then he just sees Buck up and down. It's so cute. So I'm gonna say it's a tie because, like, also I play Kingdom Hearts, which leads into the next question. Kingdom Hearts Worlds. So as I probably mentioned before, maybe not, that might be in like one of the clips that I have to not use because I've done this like 4 times, is I've seen all the worlds I really want. Maybe one of the lesser known worlds like Treasure Planet or Atlantis